check. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Yeah, J7. Oh, it's still, yeah, yeah. 1, 2. Check 1, 1. Yeah, man.
Now this mic. Oh, that's me. Oh my God. I'm so. This isn't live, obviously. This is
Yeah, it's live on YouTube right now.
Are you not?
It's on YouTube right now.
Wait, but
But
you're
it's a
not on
delay.
camera.
No,
No, this
not yet.
isn't live. Oh, it is.
Just,
No, it's kind of delayed.
yeah.
Just look at my hands.
So YouTube
Oh, okay.
watching.
Okay, so we're not. That's not live.
It's
That's like
live, but you're delayed.
Okay, do we want to start off sitting down then, like this?
No, no, no. I'm just resetting the cameras. My son is in the next service.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. You know. Hey, give it a close up.
Man, I'm so
Where's he
bad.
at? Is he in there?
We need a
Tell
makeup
him to give it a
artist.
single. Yeah, so that's my camera over there.
That's
So
what?
I'm looking. Your camera is here, and you're looking in camera.
That's my camera.
Yeah, and I'm looking.
straight ahead is
and
both
straight
of us.
ahead is both of us. You know what I mean? All right. Good. And then oh, it's there. Can you hear it?
I'm like fucking Casper. I look like Casper. I'm so fucking white.
Well,
I'm so
you know.
pale. I need a makeup artist.
It's type of family you're in, man.
I ran out of my self tanning cream.
No, 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 not under. I ain't got. I know that seat, but you know that no Rasta man. I'm a regular fan.
I'm gonna start sitting in the sun again, getting tan.
But I just want to make sure everything is good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, man, yo.
Come on. Come here, come here. I'm just gonna go get my portable charging battery. my water, my buy water. Where is it? The coconut water, right? The coconut water.
Oh, there it is. It rolled all the way in the back. Just
Oh,
like
she
that.
knocked it over. All right, are we almost ready to get this underway? Sit down, Fanny. Sit. Okay, okay, okay. We're gonna interview Mark. Wait, Mark, the guy that. Okay, yeah, yeah. But first we're gonna do a whole thing. Okay, yeah. Does he want to do a stand-up set?
Different, something different, yeah? You tell me.
If you're talking to me, I can't hear you.
Yeah, now.
What's up? Are we ready to light this candle?
Yeah, where is it at? Is it a Jewish candle or a Jamaican candle?
Oh, I can't stand the way I look. Oh my God. I got to get some color in my face.
Hold on.
Don't do any profile shots
You
of me.
you want me to give you a different color?
Yeah, no profile shots of me. Just straight on. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, man. No, you
Yeah,
see, the
man.
light is for the black people.
Job bring the sun
It's
tomorrow,
lit for
man.
light.
Don't worry, man.
No, you know,
Job
turn it
make
down,
everything
dim it.
okay, man. Ali Selassie
Let
come.
me see which one is his light. Yeah, that's his light over there. Dim it down a little. If I just, yeah, if we can dim it. Watch it.
Oh,
Let me see. Go back to him. Give me, yeah.
God.
Give me a single. Let me get a single. Andre, single. Oh, you're not even here. Oh, Andre, give me a single. The single. Put the single on main camera. Oh, yeah, main camera. Oh, there you go. Okay. Alright, sorry. Oh, we look in your camera.
All right, which camera? Mike, that camera?
No,
That camera.
no. Wait. Yeah. Wait, yeah.
You're not live. I'm looking on the screen there. I'm not live.
Hold on. Yeah.
That's not live.
That's your camera right here.
Okay. I'm looking at the camera, but that's not
Yeah.
what's coming up on the screen.
Everything is delayed.
Everything is delayed.
Yeah.
Ja got
My
it.
son got everything. He's doing the.
Oh.
He's doing the.
Well, you're using, free trial labor, so.
Yeah, you know. No, that's his job. He does it. He's the
Okay.
one controlling it. So,
Okay.
So what happened? He's seen what's going on before it goes out.
I got you.
Yeah. So, but he's trying to dim it down to get your. See?
All right.
Oh,
Well,
that's
this is
better.
classic because start time was 8 o'clock, but it's Jamaican time, so it's
Yeah,
like an
man.
hour and 20 minutes later. No,
You know what I'm
everybody
saying?
expects that.
Watch me now.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
With the ganj, is it from when you wake up all through the day,
No, man.
just at night?
Only when it's a moment of the
Only-
time.
You don't smoke
Oh.
during the day?
If after work, no.
Oh, not at work.
Depends.
Okay.
Depends on which work. If it's music, it's a whole different thing. If it's paperwork, it's a whole different thing. If it's money work, it's a whole different thing. You know, it's not a high thing. It's a use for situation. That's why I want to write some
Well, you know, I haven't smoked pot in 19 years. That's another thing that's funny about us.
Watch me now. We got a lot of joke about that. For real. I don't know why these bumbuckler big always put it on the big people on the fucking chest. You know, guys, I'm like, why you put that on my
No, no, stay, stay, stay. Lie down, lie down. Lie down, lie down, Fanny. Lie down. Good girl, lie down. Good girl.
ugly ass bitch?
Mark, what's your last name?
Logan.
I can't.
Logan, Logan.
Golden?
Logan.
Logan. Logan, like the,
Hey, that's part of the comedy too.
you know, the comic character. Logan, with the
Well, it's a celebrity encounters, right?
what's that?
Celebrity encounters. It's a celebrity encounter, right?
A counter?
Encounter.
Encounter. Celebrities encounter. Celebrity encounters in LA. Celebrity encounters in LA. You know, TMZ is huge, right? You know that.
Yeah.
It's huge because of celebrities, because people's interest in celebrities. So we need 1/10, 1/20th of that. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Going live. Going live.
We're going live.
Bigo. We're already live on YouTube, but we're going live on Bigo now.
Aliens gonna be entertained by the Jamaica people. Like, I like this topic. That's why I said it's universal. No, for real. Aliens gonna be like, yeah, I like that even at first.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna leave that. They sent me out here, right? You talk to me, bro. That's what you gonna get. You gonna be like, man, that thing ain't even scared of me.
Yeah. Stop that. Okay, we're live over there. So. Yeah. Yeah, man, I won't come back out there with no split. We're going live on Bigo. Yeah, man, bless up everybody. We're gonna do something different tonight. So we're waiting for the people that will come in. Yeah, go on. 60 people. Bring some more. But enough. Ready, ready.
Go on, lie down. Good girl. Yeah. Lie down. Lie down. No.
We're nice and close down there. Trust me. No, sorry.
What?
No, perfect house. Oh, yeah.
Now remember your camera. Look at your camera. To the, where's your camera? Okay, good. Stay there. Let me go see that. That's mine. Oh, that's your phone.
No, I'm talking about the sound. Probably gonna mess up with the sound. Should be fine.
I was scared. Can you take it? See your camera, see your light better now?
Yeah.
Cranberry juice, vodka.
9:15.
Red Bull.
Alright.
Just like your memories,
Oh yeah, and we're good. Let's stand up and see how we stay. Come over here. Stand up. Let's do it over here.
Stay Fanny.
How we stay? You gonna keep it down up here?
What's that?
Keep it in here.
You gonna
Yeah.
stand in front of the
I'm
table
not
or
gonna bring it
behind the
next
table?
time. I didn't.
Okay.
No, it's too much. I gotta keep her home next
If
time.
you stand
So
behind
we're
the
gonna
table,
have to-
your head's cut out.
Yeah, we're gonna have it. So let's come up front here.
Oh, in front?
You
So
have
what we
to-
need to do?
You'd have to stand
Hey,
there.
wait there. No, don't. What are you doing with that camera? Huh? No, don't touch those shorts up. With the main camera, I need to get us standing. No, look at it. We cut our heads off. But I'm just saying, we're gonna go in front and adjust to see where it is. Maybe if we do it from the floor, and then we come up later. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we don't have to adjust too many things.
Okay. We're doing it with microphones in hand,
So
right?
we come here. Yeah, with microphone in hand so they can hear us. Yeah, you gotta watch it better.
Hey, you want me to hold Ashley?
Yeah, let him hold it.
Fanny,
Fanny.
come here.
Fanny, over here.
Fanny.
Hey, you want me to hold it? It's a her, right?
Yeah, she's harmless. She's just really attached to me. I'm fostering her, but
I know.
you gotta hold tight. 'Cause she's gonna try to make a break for it. Thanks, Mark.
Okay, I was there.
That's Fanny, right?
Fanny.
Hey, Fanny, come on.
She's gonna try, she wants to make a break for
Okay,
it.
let's look at it.
I'm right here, Fanny.
Okay.
Oh, who's coming?
Where's the camera? Right there.
It's okay, Fanny, come in, come in.
Yeah, it should be right there. What happened? This camera moved.
She doesn't want to be away from me
What
for a
happened?
second.
It's okay, it's okay.
Well, you guys got up.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get the main camera.
Come on, come
I think it's like on auto switch, right? Switches
Oh, the
every
switching bomb class.
auto switch every one side.
on. It's okay, Fanny. It's all right. It's all right. Daddy's right there.
Good. All right.
Come in, come in. It's okay. You had dinner? Hey, you want water? Fanny, want water?
There's some water over here, but she don't want it.
Oh, okay.
She wants to get home. She remembers here, last time we were here was July 5th, and the fireworks were going. She freaks. She remembers that.
How about we make a deal? We give your daddy 20
Okay.
minutes, he does that
Oh.
part,
Okay.
and I think we go back to that.
Okay.
Next time we're gonna okay. Okay, there we go. So you see where we at? So we have
Okay.
space. If we come up here, come here, let me see if you come here.
Oh, yeah, are we looking up here then? Okay, they can see us, right?
Oh yeah, we're good. Oh yeah.
We can see because
Yeah, we can't see cuz, but we good.
but we're
But
full.
we good. Yeah,
Okay.
we're full right here.
All right. Are you
Yeah,
gonna use
man.
it?
Welcome to the.
Are you gonna use the
My
mic?
Yeah.
Is it over there?
Check, check 1 2. Yo, yo, yo. Check 1 2. Yeah. Wait there. Let me see something. Where's my mic at? Oh, it's here's on the bar. Yeah. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Yeah, 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 yeah. Give me some monitor there. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
good,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Greetings and blessing. Greetings and blessing. Welcome to the Funny Frydaze. Along.
Are we ready? Is this it?
No, I'm just testing my voice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Almost DeAndre. Almost sound.
Here's the question. Once you introduce us, then I'm going to say, here's the question. Can a Jewish comedian from New York, who's been in LA for decades, and a roster reggae master from Jamaica, who's been in LA for decades, collaborate on a podcast that'll really entertain people and make us a fortune? Something like that. And we have a guest. Logan, like the Wolverine. That's who it is. The- Mark, when you come up here, you can come up with the dog, and I'll, you'll pass her off to me. How's that sound?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Greetings, greetings. You know what? This water. Oh, them can't see it.
So it's transposed on the screen. You're on the.
Yeah, man. Greetings and blessings. Greetings and blessings. All right, ready? All right.
Who's gonna give the?
Who's gonna get the action?
Who's gonna give the action?
There, produce. Yo, man. Yo. What's up?
Alright,
Yeah.
ready?
Wants to roll in. Hey, where the slate? You want a slate? Didn't write up the slate. You
I'll
have the
say
slate
3, 2, 1,
inside.
and then
I don't have a slate.
All right, I got one
3, 2,
inside.
1, action.
All right, wait there. I was centered. Make sure we're centered. Go over a little more. How is it me? The camera right there. Yeah, of me right there. This way. Come over more.
Okay. Is somebody gonna give us action?
All right.
3,
Is your son calling action?
I'll say 3, 2, 1, action.
Okay, fantastic.
You guys ready?
We
Yeah,
won't
man,
see
we have
ourselves
to
live
fill
though.
up the stage, you know, so we good. Yeah, here we go. You good where you at? I'm the one moving over to the right. Better what you know. Switch. See? Go. Over. In line with the cheer, you know? The cheer make us even. You see what I say? A little more, one more. Look.
It's ready to go.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? We got to line it up so we know where we at, you know?
If any people are watching right now,
You know? Hey, got to invite some people, you know?
can we tell if they're watching on Vigo or anywhere?
Oh, yeah, man, Bigo watching right now. Yeah. Hey, did I switch Bigo? Let me switch it.
Okay, let's do it. Let's just do it.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, switch me over there. You see me over there? You see my phone? Yeah, man. All right. Andre, here we go.
3, 2, 1, action.
Welcome to Funny Frydaze, where I, Lennox B, is your host, along with...
Howie W. and welcome to our first edition of Celebrity Counters in LA. Here's the deal. Here's the question at hand.
Yeah.
Can a Jewish comedian from New York who's been in LA for decades and a Rasta reggae master from Jamaica who's been in LA for decades collaborate on a podcast, streaming live entertainment thing to entertain the people and create a fortune and, you know, have too much fun? You'll answer it. Our streaming viewing audience. Thanks for tuning in.
That's right. And stay there, keep it locked, because we got a special guest on the block. So you better watch that. Tell a friend to tell a friend that the Lennox Reggae is bringing you the original. Hey, you Jewish?
Yeah, I'm Jewish. I was raised
That's
Jewish.
right.
And you're Jamaican.
Yeah.
So it's the Jew and the Jamaican, ladies and gentlemen.
You know we in the fashion and fashion. We keep it airy in the section. It's Funny Frydaze in a style.
You know, those of you watching maybe can understand what he's saying, but I can't, but that's okay. I was in Jamaica. I spent 6 days in Jamaica. It rained every day, every day. I was on vacation. Every day. And all the East Coasters there were all upset. And they'd ask the guys that worked at the resort, when is the sun going to come? You know what the guys that worked at the resort said?
Tell me.
Every time. Don't worry, man. Jah bring the sun tomorrow, man.
That's right. We bring the sun tomorrow. Now
So-
you know it says tomorrow.
The question is, will Jah bring us thousands of streaming live viewers who enjoy us so much that they're going to hit that donate button so that we can stop working?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? We're in LA, by the way. It's a really pleasant, nice evening in the San Fernando Valley, and we're going to talk about some of our celebrity encounters. I came out from New York, and I was just blown away at the people I was meeting that I grew up watching on TV. So we ready to, we've got a special guest. Did we mention our guest?
Yeah, man, I tell you, mention them best, because, you know, along with me and along with Owie, you know, I say we are both celebrity.
Yes.
Right? 'Cause,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? I have a lot of story about celebrities that I have encountered in California, all over, and I know Owie did too. So, but we have a special guest tonight who has
Yes.
encountered and encountered and encountered.
Yes. He's going to share his celebrity encounters and do some comedy. Mark Logan, like the
In
Wolverine.
place. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
Like the Wolverine.
So, yeah, man, give it up, give applause for Mark Logan coming to the stage, you know what I'm saying? Giving it live every time.
Okay,
Come down,
we're not going to bring him right now. We're
No,
going to
no,
chat
not
for
yet.
a minute.
Okay, all right. I'm jumping the start.
Okay.
You know me already.
Well,
you
this
know me,
is-
I'm Jamaican, and I love to jump and let it go.
This was supposed to start at 8 o'clock, but you know it's Jamaican time, so not a big surprise. A lot of tech prep. So we're getting this in order. And there's plenty of guests coming down the road, and there are some great celebrity encounter stories. So let's tell one of them right now. Let's sit down. I'm going to tell mine. I'm going to tell. Okay.
Yeah.
What I want the viewing audience to understand is
See.
that I grew up in New York, and I grew up watching TV, you know, and movies, but a lot of sitcoms. And so I come out to L.A., and I wind up, I'm trying to think my first celebrity encounter, but I worked at 2 different restaurants, bar nightclub on Sunset and a piano bar restaurant on La Cienega.
Oh, yeah.
Hugh Hefner, you know, I thought about this on the way over here. Some of the viewing audience might not even know who we're referring to, because there could be people in their 20s who I don't know. Hugh Hefner, for those that didn't know, was the creator of Playboy magazine. So if and in L.A., Hefner, he was a god. I mean, wherever Hefner went, you know, the seas parted. So he had money in this restaurant. He owned part of this restaurant, and because of that, they came, all kinds of celebrities. And
Never knew that.
my first celebrity encounter there, well, this was the most interesting thing. Growing up on Playboy, I say a lot of guys at my point in life, they have what's called the Playboy affliction. Because if you're looking at Playboy, women were perfect. And in real life, women aren't perfect, right?
I think I got one of that magazine in the box over there.
So there was one playmate. This was at the opening night party at the place on La Cienega. It was called the First Hollywood Saloon, and they had the waitstaff dressed up as characters from movies.
See.
And I think I was dressed as Robin Hood. Anyway, it was pretty silly. But there was a playmate, Deborah Jo Fondren, and she had hair down to her ankles. And that's all of us, the teenage boys in my neighborhood. Deborah Jo Fondren was unbelievably beautiful, and she had that hair down to her ankles. So I'm 20 years old. I'm in this restaurant, and I see from behind this woman with the hair down to her ankles. And I'm freaking out because I'm thinking I'm going to call my friends and tell them it's her. You know, it's her, it's her, it's her. And she's so beautiful. And then she turned around, and how do I say this? I don't want to be mean, but she wasn't so beautiful. She was kind of just plain. You know, and that's when I learned the Playboy affliction. They fool you with the airbrushing and whatever. But real quick leapfrog story of serious celebrity at that establishment. Stevie Wonder is having dinner. It's coming to the end of the night. It's a piano bar. There's maybe 2 other tables besides Mr. Wonder's and his. He gets up with whoever was walking him towards the piano, tells the owner or the manager, lock the door. They lock the door. There's maybe 15 people total with the staff and the. He sits down at the piano. Now, mind you, I'm 21 years old. Stevie Wonder sits down at the frickin' piano, 45 minutes, solo performance, celebrity encounter, major.
Wow, that was big time, man.
So what was when you came out in '88? You said, right?
Yeah, man. You
so
know.
Who did you encounter?
Well, you know, before
like
I came out, I actually encountered some actors on the cruise ship, Carnival Cruise Line.
Oh, you worked on the cruise ships
man.
doing the reggae?
Well, I didn't do the reggae. I did do the reggae, but I didn't do the reggae. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jamaican all over the place, and Jamaica was the reggae band. So I just sneak up on the deck and just go sing a song. And tell the girls I'm in the reggae band. But yeah, man, it was nice though. I've been on the cruise line.
So who did you meet? Who did you encounter on the cruise lines?
I met on the cruise line Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
That's pretty big. Was this when he was Magnum PI? You didn't know who he was?
No, I didn't know who he was until he come to
Well,
California.
he was, Selleck was huge. I mean, Magnum PI. Women, crazy for him. Crazy for him.
Yeah, man.
That guy had a blessed life, you know.
Yeah, my cruise director tell me, say, you know that Tom Selleck? I say, who he think? I'm like, you forgot I'm from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, but that was good though. But anyhow, my cruise director, I did started to come into the business too now. It's because my cruise director, Bill Panoff. Bill Panoff is the cruise director that was one of my favorite cruise directors on the Carnival Cruise Line. And he said, if you want to be in movie, you got to go to California. I said, California? I didn't even know where California is. You know, but...
So that's how you wound up coming to L.A.? Because you wanted to be in movies and the cruise director told you that's where you got to go?
Yeah, man, because after I see all the entertainers come on the ship, and I was one of the crew staff steward, like, you know, back in the days, they didn't have computers back in the days. In the cruise line where operate the lights and the sounds and everything. So I was doing like 3 jobs in one. I was stage managing, I was running the spotlight, and I was running the sound at the same time. When every act come on, the comedian, the ventriloquist, the singers, the dancers, you know, until the computer came in, and then the guy came in and started programming the computers. But then they still had to have me there because sometimes the computer glitches and they have to go back to manual.
Manual override. Like
But yeah, you know, but that's how
let me tell you, I went on 2 cruises. I have never seen so much drinking in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Just people falling down drunk all over that ship, in the hallways, all over. I did encounter a celebrity on the cruise ship because my agent at the time, he put together these trips for, you know, a group trip. And one of the people he represented was from the mother, Dee Wallace, the mother from Poltergeist. Again, I don't know who's what. I don't know what demographic we got that might be tuning in. But She loved me. She loved me. Dee Wallace, she loved me. Great lady, and was an acting teacher now. Or was, I mean, this was a few years back. I was on those cruise ships. But I got to the cruise ship, and my room, I don't know if anybody watching has ever been on a cruise ship. There's only one way to do a cruise ship if you're going to go on a cruise, and that means you want to be wealthy enough to have the AAA top-of-the-level cabin, because otherwise you're basically in a closet, and your bathroom is about the size of this table right here. So
That's right.
anyway, moving on. The genesis of this show was mine, and it comes from this. It's twofold. One, people are still very, very excited about celebrities across the country. Here in L.A., they're like palm trees. They're everywhere. The first 3 to 6 months out here, I was so excited when I'd see one. And I was working in restaurants, and nice restaurants, so I'd encounter a number of them. Then after a period of time, you realize they're like palm trees. They're everywhere you turn. You see them everywhere, at the 7-Eleven, at the dry cleaner, at the auto parts store. And they're just like regular people, whatever. But still, they're people if you grew up with, you're all excited to see them, blah, 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 blah. And so I realized, here in L.A., sure, to us, we see celebrities all the time. But the rest of the country, they don't. So I thought they might, enjoy hearing some of the people here who are regular guys. We're not big celebrities yet, telling our stories of encountering them and what it was like and what they were like. And so that's the genesis of it. And TMZ is gargantuan. And if we can attain like 1/20th of the success of TMZ just by not giving current gossip, but relating our encounters with them, okay,
Yeah.
we'll take it. Again, we're hoping that we entertain you to such a degree that this is like think of it as an OnlyFans. Think of it as an OnlyFans, but without any of the sex stuff, but we could push the present button or the gifts, however it works, And here's one thing I want to say: if just one person donates $5 tonight, say just one person, okay,
Just one.
we'll know who the person is that donated it, and here's
Yeah.
what's going to happen with that $5: we're buying a Mega Million ticket,
That's right.
and when the numbers roll in, that person 3-way split.
That's
Our
right.
special guest is going to get like $100,
Yeah.
and the free child labor, Lennox's son, he's going to get $15-20, and
No, I'm
we've got a
saying.
bartender here. We'll throw the money around a little.
Yeah,
So-
spread it,
But Lennox is busy playing reggae music around this town. I'm performing comedy. I have a company called House Calls of Comedy and Magic. We go to your home. We'll come to your private home and give you a great comedy show. I work with different magicians that'll blow your mind. I don't know how they do it. But comedy at your private home is a great idea because you can be in your favorite chair and drink freely. And if you want to drunk and heckle, go ahead. You paid us. What the hell? We don't care, So who else? Let's see. Oh, I lived in Santa Barbara for like 6 months initially upon coming here. In Santa Barbara, for those of you who don't know, there's a town called Montecito. That's where Oprah has her $50 million estate.
Oh, yeah?
So Montecito, big money, old money, industrial revolution money, silver spoon money. Like those houses, you drive up a driveway for like a mile. Then you get to the security gatehouse. Then you go in and you drive another half mile. Then you get to the mansion, But the guy that owned this place I worked at, San Isidro Ranch, used to be the president of the Plaza Hotel in New York. So he knew everyone. Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Steve Martin, just when he was breaking huge, came into dinner at the San Isidro Ranch with Bernadette Peters, who was his girl at the time.
Wow.
And I was like, I couldn't believe it. But I wanted to say, oh, my God, I love you. You're so funny. You kill me. I want to do comedy. You're so inspiring. But the way he sat at that dinner table, you knew he didn't want anyone talking to him.
Well, yeah,
he was very shy. She was as sweet as could be.
I worked with him twice.
You worked with Mr. Martin twice, did you?
Yeah, I did Sergeant Bilko.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and I did, actually, I think I worked with him 3 times. Sergeant Bilko, Mixed Nuts, and, what's the next? There's another one I worked with him on. it'll come to me. But yeah, man, it's cool because I stood in for Darrell Chill Mitchell. If you never know, that's another guy.
Wait, who Mitchell?
Darrell Chill Mitchell. He was
Darrell
played-
Chill?
Did you see Sergeant Bilko?
Yeah. but,
Wally. Wally, the black guy.
okay.
He was that's Darrell Chill Miller. He's you know, bless him. He's my brethren. He's my friend. I stood in for him, and you know, he had a little tragic accident where he was not able to walk no more, riding the bike. And
Oh, man.
so he acts in wheelchair, but he's been in a lot of films, and he's my homie. His friend who was his assistant is a Jamaican. And, you know, we keep in touch. We still keep in touch also, you know.
But you stand in for some
yeah.
pretty big guys, you
Yeah,
told
man,
me.
along the show, I'll let you all
Okay.
know who I've worked with.
I
and,
stood in.
You know.
I was a silly stand-in.
Wow.
When I was younger,
Tell me.
I got celebrity resemblance. I'm not making this up. Now people don't believe me, but this is true.
Tell
when I
me,
was
tell
younger
me.
and thinner, and I wore my hair greased back, you know, a little gel in
Where
the
were
hair.
you, John Travolta?
John Travolta.
Oh,
It's the truth
don't-
from Greece. God's honest truth. I went to Club Med. I won money on a game show. Played with Betty White. I'm in a BuzzFeed compilation with Betty White.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but
You
that's
gotta
a
show me
major.
that, man.
Yeah, that's a major celebrity encounter.
Yeah,
Betty
man.
White.
Yeah,
So,
he's with yeah.
so-
I worked with Betty White, too, when I forgot the name of the
I
show.
mean,
but-
legendary, you know. So
Yeah.
now, just so everybody knows, we're not sitting here bragging about any of this. We're
No,
just
no,
sharing
no.
experiences
Yeah,
of being in
because I'm
L.A.,
like, yeah.
chasing the dream.
You know.
Chasing the dream. So.
Definitely.
The other celebrity I got, it's all dependent on my weight. My weight goes to my face or my belly, and depending on my weight, it was Travolta or Gary Shandling. I got Gary Shandling a lot. And he did that movie. It was really bad. Something about an alien, not brother from another planet. They actually called for a stand-in that looked like him, and I was I was in a car in the passenger seat. And the car drives by a restaurant. I mean, in a million, you could have put you in there. Nobody would. You couldn't even see. But I'd take the money, you know.
See.
But here's the
Of
good.
course, man.
Now I'm going to share some.
Money is money.
Money's money.
Don't act funny.
Now I'm going to share the benefit of bearing resemblance to
See.
Travolta. That was a benefit. Now I'm talking about in my early 20s
Travolta.
on Sunset Strip.
Yeah, I work with that guy.
Cute little Latino girl used to come into the bar, and she loved Travolta.
Yeah, man.
And she loved Travolta. And she, liked me because I looked like him. And I just was, she lived at this, it's a famous building on Doheny in
See.
Beverly Hills, 100 South Doheny. And he had a condo in there, too.
Doheny.
But sure enough,
Wait, we're in Doheny?
South Doheny, 100 South Doheny.
Is it before sunset?
It's just below Sunset, I think.
You know, I used to date a girl called Tori.
Not Lauren.
No.
Okay. But
Back before I got
Lauren
married, yeah.
Lauren absconded with me because of my
her
Travolta
Her
resemblance.
dad used to live at that place.
Yeah, okay. So,
Security entrance, the security guard was my friend.
oh,
So I used to go there and smoke a spliff with him when I go visit her. Yeah,
well,
man.
let me give you the follow-up
Tell me.
to having, there was one or two other girls that because of this resemblance, and again, I know people think I'm making it up. I'm not. This is years back. I'm in my 20s, and I was very happy, too. I was fresh out of New York, so I was very happy. I carried a
See.
lot of attractive, happy energy. So I'm working at a restaurant now in Universal City called Express. Walking in the front door, John Travolta and Kelly Preston, his wife. And I saw them and I walked right up to him, shook his hand, got next to his ear, and said to him, listen, I owe you a big thank you because there are women that have felt I bear a resemblance to you, and I got lucky because of that. So thank you. And he had a big smile. Great guy. And I remember seeing him on a talk show. You know what I liked about Travolta? No false modesty. He didn't get on talk shows and goes, where I'm just like everybody else. No, you're not. You own 7 planes, So he said, I'll never forget, he was asked about people approaching him, wanting autographs and pictures. He said, I'm a movie star. People get excited to meet movie stars. It's okay. I know. I understand. I'm happy to to say hello. And I thought, God bless them, because some of these actresses will come on and they almost feel guilty that they are so beautiful and successful. It's like, don't feel guilty about it. They try to act like, I'm no different than you. No, actually, you're very different than the women I know and than me. You have millions of, you have no financial pressure. You're unbelievably beautiful. You're an object of desire. Men all over the world they duel. Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
J-Lo. I'll give you the most beautiful. Then we'll talk about bringing on our guest.
J-Lo,
Express.
In living color.
Sunday. No, that wasn't J-Lo. That was J-Lo. That was what's her name? No, there was who else was the dancer?
J-Lo was the dancer, was the fly girl.
Who was the other girl that was the fly girl?
There's a couple of them.
No, the famous one.
Which
I
one?
can't believe I'm forgetting her name. Anyway, now it's brunch.
Which one?
It's Universal City. It's brunch. It's 11:30.
Rosie Perez, yeah, that's right, Rosie Perez
yes.
too.
So
yeah,
it's 11:30 Sunday morning, brunch.
Yeah.
I walk over to the table.
See.
In sweats, no makeup, Michelle Pfeiffer. I almost fell over backwards. It shouldn't be legal to be that beautiful. It was just mind-boggling to me because a lot of them. There's a lot of makeup, when you're on camera. In fact, just so you know, to the viewing audience again, we're watching ourselves on the big screen behind the bar from where we're located. And I can see myself, and just for the record, I'm the only white guy here. And I'm not just white, I'm frickin' Casper over here. Okay, I'm looking at myself on that screen, and I'm like, I got to get back to suntanning, I guess, So, anyway, I couldn't believe. I was saying, yeah.
There's a beach down the block.
There's a beach.
Yeah, close to
Here's what you learn when you get in front of cameras. Here's what you learn when you get in front of cameras. If you haven't been, there's that old thing. Like there's a lot of anorexic actresses, and I didn't understand. Once I got in front of cameras and did different things, I understood it. The camera, they say it adds 10 pounds. Camera adds 40 pounds. Okay. 40 freaking pounds. That's what it adds.
Let me see.
And on top of that, if you don't have makeup, you're just shining. We don't have a makeup artist here. My co-host here doesn't need a makeup artist. I do. So it's not fair. Anyway.
Don't worry.
I want to say one other thing. We've reached a certain point in life. I don't know where you're, and you've done a lot of performing. I saw him at Skinny's Lounge with a 6-piece band. And this guy is in motion on that stage. When I do stand-up, I'm standing there. You stand-up. I'm not. A lot of some stand-up comedians are very physical. I'm not one of them. But here's my question to you. I'm going to issue a quick complaint.
All right.
The shoulder. My shoulder's killing me. We're sitting here, and I'm hiding my pain. 2 tears.
Me too.
2 tears in the rotator cuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. We have the same thing.
Yeah. So.
Right here.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah. And you can't, you start to lift your arm and it hurts. You can't do, I used to do 50 push-ups at a clip. I was magnificent. I was a beast. And now I can't do 1 push-up. It sucks. Aging sucks. Ja screwed us on the aging thing, my man.
Well,
Brother man, screwed us.
I take too much. I got to stop that ibuprofen because...
you got the ibuprofen?
Yeah, because sometimes I got to give some performance and
Well, look what happened when we lost Prince. Look how we lost Prince.
I gotta,
But he didn't do the ibuprofen. He was doing the real pain meds.
No,
I can't do. They gave me the Norcos, the opioids, but I take like a quarter of one of those, and I get hopped up. I get really hopped up.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, they don't work for me. I don't. I got to get. We want to get the stem cells.
Sometimes
stem cells.
I just.
You don't want to get surgery, right?
No, man.
I had surgery once. I had a hernia operation. Anybody? I don't know if anybody's watching. I don't know if the people that are watching can interact. If anybody wants to send a message, I had hernia surgery.
Put up the message bar.
Talk to us. Ask us a question. I had hernia surgery, dude. That's when I learned the human body is not made to be cut open. I was so sore for so many days, but then I'm a delicate fellow. I'm not cut out for it. Anyway, so this is again edition 1 of Celebrity Encounters in L.A. We've thrown out a few. He's not going to perform reggae tonight. I might tell a few jokes, but because I do stand-up, He does reggae, and this is a very excitable performer right here, in case you
Watch me
didn't
now.
notice. He showed me some clips of him on TV shows. Wow, very different. But how is there a way we can tell how many people might be watching us right now? Are we
Well,
just talking to the ether?
We good, man. We good.
We're good. No, I'm just an audience.
What's his name?
I'll tell you
What? When we get
We'll bring our guest.
we make Tiny.
Tiny.
I'll get him to put the screen where you can see the audience.
Oh, Tiny, he'll show. Oh, okay. He's got a whole crew.
Yeah.
My man has a whole crew here. You know.
Yeah.
So, and I have my dog here. I'm
You
fostering a
said
dog.
two.
Two?
Two.
The last time I was like 100.
Biga. 83 and Biga. That's two different.
Vega?
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that. Yeah, you know, yeah.
All right,
Watch
well,
me
I'm
now.
having fun. You know.
But
it
I'm
was-
on the, no, you're on that one over there, so yeah.
Okay.
Big one.
It
Yeah,
was
man.
this Friday night here at Lennox B's launching this podcast.
Yeah.
Or me, home alone, and this huge king-size bed I have, just crying. So I chose this.
Right on, and we gonna. You think we're ready to bring up our guest?
I think we should bring up our guest.
Yeah,
We've
man.
made him wait
Cause
long
you know
enough.
what I'm saying? We want to know some
is
more
he-
about Mark.
Do we have
into
a
the
microphone
place.
for Mark?
Yeah, man. Definitely, for real. Hold it down without the grounds.
All right, you ready?
So stay tuned.
Stay
while
tuned.
we bring up our guest, Mark,
Logan
to the stage for real.
with Fanny. Bringing
Yeah,
Fanny
man.
to the
Watch,
stage.
man. Where's Fanny at?
Oh, somebody
Come
else
on,
has Fanny.
Fanny. You gotta stand. Are you? Yeah, you good. Yeah, man.
Is Mark gonna do
Yeah, we're gonna get Mark a chair.
Gonna do a stand-up set first?
You want to do your
You want to do a
stand-up
stand-up
set
set first? Let's do a stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
do
Do
a
a
stand-up
stand-up
set so we
set,
can ask
man.
you about it
You
after
know what
you
I'm
do
saying?
it.
Yeah, for real. You know, for real. You know what I mean? For real. For real.
Thank you.
How's this? Standing in front of the table. How is everyone today, tonight?
Woohoo, good.
It's been a good day. Summertime is here. Oh, been seeing some beautiful women outside lately. Been loading up the old spank bank. Gotta love that. You know, you gotta keep the image in mind so when you go home, you can search your porn. You gotta be careful of those titles, though. Other day I saw some chicks at the beach. Came home and I was like, all right, chicks at the beach can do bikinis. There we go, swimsuits. Saw a bunch of titles. Clicked on one of the titles. It was called Summer Girls. I was like, oh, that's perfect. I love that. Clicked on the movie. Woman with huge breasts comes on the screen. And I am like, I have chosen correctly. Camera shows the woman. Camera pans down, and this woman with huge breasts also had a huge real penis. Was not expecting that, not at all. Quite shocked, I looked at the full title of the movie. The actual full title of the movie was called Summer Girls, ... Some Are Not. I watched the whole thing, guys. I'm not a homophobe. I'm an ally. I am an ally. I am definitely an ally. No, it's funny. I live alone, but I watch porn like I still live with my parents. Volume at 0 or a surprisingly loud 1. How is 1 so loud, people? Just want a little bit of privacy. That's all I want. Just a little bit of privacy. A little bit of privacy. I was at the store the other day. This kid said something that pissed me off. Oh my God, I was so mad. I'm standing at the counter and the kid goes, hey, what's up, OG? And I'm like, OG? Really? OG? I was just homeboy last week. There's no middle ground. I can't go straight from homeboy to OG. Middle G, I'll take that. Middle G. I am getting older now. I do not mind. No kids, never married.
Woo!
Both of those used to be huge positives. Once you reach a certain age, they both become very suspicious negatives. Very suspicious. Why not? Are you gay? They always go to gay first. Like I'm gay. Like, why would it be gay? If I was gay, I'd be gay. I wouldn't hide it. There's probably no better time ever in life to be gay. Ever. Much rather be gay than black. I'll tell you that. At least you can fake being straight. Only time I can fake being white is on the phone. Like, hello. Yes, I'd like to order some white bread. I like this. This is like a little, like I'm at a counter waiting for my food. What else is going on in Mr. Logan's life? I spoke to my mom recently. My mom and I, we've gotten closer over the years. We didn't used to be so close growing up. She used to play a lot of tricks on me. Like one time there was it was Christmas, and she canceled Christmas one year, which was strange. I was like, there's no way she can cancel Christmas. So I'm like calling her bluff. The 24th comes around, no tree. The 25th, no tree. But then we go to my family's house, and they've all got the trees and the presents, and I'm like, I knew it. So we go to my family house, no presents, nothing. I'm holding it in. I'm holding in the tears. I'm like, there's no way. And then my cousin asks, and that's the question I broke. So what did you get? Nothing. I run, cry in my room. My mom comes, come here. You didn't think I didn't get you anything. I got you stuff. It's at home. Stop crying. I got you a bike. It's at home. Oh, thank God, I said, you know. And we get home, no bike, no mention of it ever again. But the gift my mom did give me, did give me one gift. The gift she gave me, she taught me an important lesson. Trust no bitch, basically. Basically, from then on out, not a fan. No, I love my mom. I love my mom. Despite me loving my mom, I am in therapy. Anyone here in therapy?
Therapy?
Therapy, yes. I suggest everyone go if you don't. Change my life. You got to find the right one for you, one that gets you, though, one that understands your plight. I am on my second therapist. My first therapist was this little old white lady. She did not get me. I was telling her a story about when I was 6 and some lady called me the N-word. And she goes, oh my God. What did you do to make her call you that? I'm like, what the hell? What could I have done? I'm black? He's like, ooh, we're going to have to work on that. What else is going on? I'm trying to think of some stuff. I've recently had a little, not an injury, but my brain's been reset. So I'm trying to think of like things that I have been going through. I don't know. I was dating this white chick. My buddies give me shit for dating white chicks, like that's all that I like. It's not all that I like. I like all women. I'm just playing the odds. It's that simple. There's more of them. Like on dating sites. Black women only make up about 3% of the women on dating sites. Those are not good odds. Within that 3%, the odds are even lower of me finding someone into the weird shit that I'm into. You know, it's funny. No matter how sexually adventurous or woke they claim to be, odds are most black women are not into being choked and called white bitch. It's very strange. I cannot be the only one that's into OJ Nicole roleplay. Can I? I can't be. I cannot be. I can't be. There's an entire category on YouTube about it. I think I'm done. Wait. Let me do one last joke. One last bit. If I can think of it. Nah, I can't think of it. I guess that's it. Wow, my brain has been fried lately. I gotta stop smoking the weed. Smoking the weed. How does that bit even start? I used to skateboard when I was younger. Big skateboarder. Black people used to call me white boy for doing that. Apparently that's some white people shit. I thought it was everybody's shit. But apparently not. Apparently I did a lot of white people shit growing up. Like I said, I used to skateboard. Apparently that was some white people shit. What's some other shit? I tip well. Apparently that's some white people shit. I can swim. Big swimmer, guys. Big swimmer. Big swimmer. Actually, it's a myth that black people can't swim. Black people can swim. We just never let anybody see it. We don't want to be caught doing some white people stuff. It's that simple. Went to an all-black pool party last summer. We watched the guy drown on principle. The paramedic was like, "Why didn't you save him?" I was like, "I don't play that. I don't play that." It's funny, a lot of the guys that used to call me white boy for skateboarding, they're all golfers now. They all play golf. Golf used to be the #1 white people sport. Not anymore. Now the official sport of white people is playing the victim. You are correct. You are correct. Asians are slowly gentrifying the black community. Asians are one police shooting away from creating the greatest rap group ever. Niggles with attitude. Instead of NWA, they'll have AWNA. Asians with nigga attitudes. Do. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. My name is Mark Logan. You guys have been
Mark Logan,
great.
ladies and
Thank
gentlemen.
you very much.
The viewing going to give it up for Mark Logan. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to mention something about the Homeboy and OG bit. What you experienced was what's called a quantum leap.
Yes.
You went from being a homeboy to an OG
Yes,
just
indeed.
like in an instant.
And I was not happy.
Yeah, that's again. I bring it back to
I was
this.
like, "You whippersnapper, you!"
Can they? Oh, can they? No, they. I don't know if they can see. Fanny's here. I don't know if anybody can see her yet.
You
Fanny, come here.
whippersnappers! I'll get you, kids.
It's a very bizarre thing, aging. Very, very bizarre. Never saw it coming.
Right.
I never saw it coming.
And it
To
just-
me,
it just sneaks up on you.
I think the way it should work is 33, we stop aging. Then, when you're like a year, maybe 2 years away from when it's going to be your time, you start to see the signs of aging.
Oh, I would like that.
Right? And then, since you know you're going to be going anyway, what's happening to my microphone? They're cutting me off. The sensors are cutting me off. When you know you like got a year left or whatever, you go, you know what? Maybe I'll go ahead and murder my next door neighbor. You know?
Well, that's
Why not?
That's exactly why.
You know, what are they going to do to me? Maybe I'll kill my boss. Maybe I'll mess around with my boss's wife. What are they going to do to me? I got a year to go.
Yeah, but
So they shouldn't. I tell you, I'm upset with the biomedical community.
are they also going to be that old 33?
Well, that it depends. This is the unknown. This is the unknown. There she is, Fanny. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can see, that's Fanny. Very clingy. I'm fostering this dog, and it looks like I'm going to be keeping her. Anyway, what was I going to say? The aging thing is not fair, and I'm very upset. What's happening to the sound? Was that child labor? Very upset with the biomedical community because they should have created by now
Something.
the youth booth. The youth booth. You go in, there's laser, sound, lights, vibration. You come out, you're 33.
That's
Why
how.
33? Why do I pick 33?
Right. Why 33? Why?
Who left at
You.
33 and then returned? One guy.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Right?
But you know, the Rasta, Lennox, the Rastas believe that Haile Selassie was God on earth. Isn't that right? Is that correct? Haile Selassie. Back in the day. Isn't that correct? That's what I remember. Because I saw a video, an interview with a guy that said, now listen, I'm going to mention it. This could cause a lot of trouble. Just the mentioning of this can be very controversial. People can get very unhinged. I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying I saw an interview with a guy that said MAGA is a cult. And this isn't the first time I've heard this because there's a lot of enthusiasm around this guy, as we know. This guy that said that MAGA is a cult had been a Moonie. I don't know. Do you remember Moon? Reverend Sun Myung Moon.
They would know.
Claimed he was God on earth, and he had all these disciples, and they were lunatic, zombie idiots. And I hated that guy. So this guy was deprogrammed from being a cult member himself of Reverend Sun Myung Moon. And at the end of his interview, he said that, you know, we have to be careful of the misinformation and disinformation and all this and that. And you shouldn't be able to just get on the internet or get on Instagram or Facebook and say, this guy is the greatest person that ever lived. Because, you know, some of the MAGA people feel that way, right? So I thought that, you know, that's completely against America. That's completely anti-American. Freedom, you're a comedian. We're comedians, freedom of expression. If I want to get on the internet tomorrow, I just met you tonight. We never met before. And I want to say, I want to write an essay about why Mark Logan is the greatest human being that ever lived. And even state I prefer him over Jesus or the Buddha or whatever. And make controversial statements that, how can I, who should tell me I can't do that?
Right.
This is America. Freedom of speech. Right. So that guy pissed me off at the end of his interview with that. He's like, you know, I think people can decide for themselves. Or his suggestion is, this guy is so, well, I know people that consider him the devil incarnate. You know, I grew up in Queens. Where'd you grow up? We're both from New York.
Yes, I grew up in Bronx.
In what part of the Bronx?
South Bronx, right,
South,
right near Yankee Stadium.
South Bronx. The viewing audience, again, I don't know if they know. They're familiar with the South Bronx is known for. But back in the day, from my neighborhood, Bayside, Queens, white, middle-class, Jewish, Irish, Italian, if somebody was going to be going to the South Bronx, we would say, well, you better bring some artillery.
Yeah, back in
right?
the day.
South Bronx was
Back
like
in
the
70s?
toughest neighborhood.
Yeah.
It was a violent neighborhood. What age did you leave there?
My family is still there, but I moved away when I was 10. But we would go back. I mean, since my family was still there,
I left at 19 from Bayside, Queens. Here's the thing. The current president grew up 10 minutes from me. I grew up 10 minutes from him. Not worlds apart, money-wise, right? But the neighborhood, the mentality of the name calling or the nickname giving and the things saying like, you know, it's a shithole, you know. A lot of people got upset about a lot of what this guy has said, and I've laughed about it because I remember guys I grew up with talking just like
Yeah,
that,
it's the
right?
Same. He's just
So
older.
yes.
That's it.
So, you know, you forget when you're from the neighborhood that the rest of the country doesn't
Right.
communicate with each other the way New Yorkers do.
Right.
And they're not New Yorkers. You have to have thick skin.
I was gonna say, like, don't
You
be
know,
so sensitive about what's being
You
said.
cannot be hypersensitive. It's quick wit. It's giving each other shit.
It's giving each other shit. That's
and
what
that
it is.
and that's what goes on. So that
giving you shit.
surprised me about.
And if you see the shit is getting to you, you're gonna get more of it.
Exactly correct. Exactly correct. And what happened? Are we off camera now? What happened? I don't know what's
No,
happening.
man, you good.
Anyway, you good. I'm gonna go.
You good.
I'm gonna dream of that Jamaican accent tonight in my sleep. Have you had? Well, let's talk. You know what we should talk about?
Tell
You
me.
know what inhibited? Let's talk about what inhibited celebrity encounters. COVID. Right? Because you couldn't go out and about, right? I didn't encounter. You've encountered them on Zoom, on the computer. Some very, very, they were COVIDians. Get your boosters, the whole spiel, And others spoke up against it. And, there's a really division. You guys know there was a mad division with that. So I got the COVID. Did you have the COVID? Or you one of those people that don't even know for sure?
You know what? I think I got it before it was COVID.
Okay,
I got it
I've
like
heard
a
that
year
from others.
Before, or a year or so before.
Yeah.
I was super sick. Like
How long did it
super
last?
sick. It was like 2 weeks.
Did
Like
you-
it would go away, or I would think it was going away, and then it would come back even worse.
Sure.
What about you?
Yeah, I got it before it became COVID. I got it when it was David.
I got it. Here's what happened to me. I got it. I was living with a friend who was terrified of it, and I didn't want to get the vaccine, and he was freaking out that I wouldn't get the vaccine.
Seen.
So he told me, I'd say to him, "Listen, I have no fucking fear of the COVID. Bring it on.
Seen.
Right.
Bring it on." That was my attitude. New Yorkers can be pretty arrogant, for those that might not know. I'm like, bring it on. Bring it. And I don't claim to be some tough guy. I'm just saying for the COVID, bring it on. I'm a healthy guy. Bring it on.
Right.
Here's what happened. It came. And I will say this. I underestimated my opponent. 8 days I was in bed. No, I had it for 3 weeks. I didn't eat for 8 days for two reasons. One, I had no appetite. Two, the thought of eating, the energy I would need to eat,
Right.
I was so exhausted from the
See.
COVID.
See.
And I'm lazy by nature, so it wasn't bad. I got to have an excuse to lay around my bed. I got up to pee. I got up. I'd get water out of the refrigerator, but I couldn't eat. Finally, I had a pain behind my right rib, like a tenderness, and my one pal told me that could be a gallbladder thing. And to me, I thought appendix, and I thought that could be, you better it's time for the hospital. Because a couple of people told me go. I'm like, I'm not going to the hospital, Sure enough, you know why I was so exhausted? A concernable-sized blood clot on my left lung, inhibiting my airway.
Wow.
That's what they told me.
Wow.
And I lost 22 pounds.
Damn.
It was, but I got over it. They gave me blood thinners to get rid of the thing, the blood clot. And then my antibodies were ass kicking in the aftermath. I had the,
Did he get by the
but
toilet?
I will admit this much: I underestimated my opponent. And you see different athletes, different sports teams, and you see those that fall prey to the demons of underestimation and overconfidence. And I did it. I fell prey.
I would have done the same thing. I mean, like I said, I got it beforehand, and I know how bad it was, so I knew, like, if someone was getting it, like, yeah, the shit's bad.
It's
like,
bad, right.
It's not a
Did
easy...
you lose sense of smell or taste?
No. No, I didn't. Because, again, it was before COVID, so maybe had they told me what I was supposed to be.
Right.
Oh, this is supposed to happen to you. Like, I just was
What
sick,
about
and then
you?
I got better.
Did you lose sense of smell or taste?
Well, they diagnosed me with COVID twice.
Twice.
And
Did your body hurt? Did you have fever? Did
no,
you?
well, you know, because I was working at that film set, and when someone
It spreads. Everybody gets it.
they said, oh, check, and they say, oh yeah, I think you got a symptom. But I came home eating. I do everything the same way. And only thing I was I don't even know if nothing different, because I'm used to, maybe I had COVID before, because I'm used to, like, I told my friend Tiny, sometime I get stuffy and all that in the studio, and you know, and I'm thinking it's the allergy and all that
Right,
stuff,
right,
you
right.
know. So I'll be like, you know, so I said, I had this feel before, you know what I mean? So
You know what else COVID did? It took away handshakes. Like one of the things I do with celebrity encounters, one of the lines I've used, I did this with Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood. My friend was dating a woman who was the casting person for 100 Night of Stars. One of these, you know, big shebangs at Hollywood Palladium, or wherever it was. And downstairs was where the big meal was, you know, the whole thing was going to happen with the dinner afterwards. And I wanted to go see, because I had worked in restaurants and catering, I wanted to see, you know, it was an amazingly beautiful setup, you know, these tables and the centerpieces. So I'm just walking down there alone, and here comes this guy, tall guy, with a few people around him, walking towards me, and I realize it's Clint. And there had just been a thing up in Carmel where he was the mayor. There was a big controversy about this parcel of land, whether they were going to build on it, make it a sanctuary. There was all this pissing and bitching between different parties. So what did Clint do? He bought the parcel of land. And he solved that. So I had been paying attention to that. So he's walking right at me, and I got up to him and I go, there's a hand I have to shake. And I shake his hand, and I got next to him and I said, beautiful move with the purchase of that land up there in Carmel. And he was all smiles, and that was that. But you can't, after COVID, people were very terrified of the handshaking, you know. And it changed society, man. Yeah. And it changed the youth. You know, there's a whole generation. They don't know how to do what we're doing right here.
It changed
one thing it did, though, one thing
it
did help me to know what I can do to defend the allergies is wear the mask.
Let's wear a mask.
Yeah, because the allergies, I noticed I didn't have no allergies.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, for a while. For a long time.
I take the Aliclear from Costco.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, I got to...
all right, man. Yeah, man.
He's got another set.
Logan, yes, you know.
He's got a more important place to go.
He's got to go to another set right now.
All right.
So, yeah,
God bless you,
man.
Mark. Thank you
Thanks
for
again
being
for
with
joining
us.
Yes,
of course.
man. And then
It's a
we will see you
fantastic
again
set
for real.
for just the cameras.
Yeah, you know
and
what I'm saying? Watch me now, keeping
Fanny.
it every time. Yeah, man. Well, definitely, this has been a night.
This has been a night. This has been breaking it in.
Yeah.
You know, Mark, just give us real quick your professional opinion on the first night, you know, breaking it in, no rehearsal. Did we do okay? We didn't scare anyone away, did we? Got the flow.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, man. Righteous.
So put the hood back on and you're homeboy. Right now you're back to OG. That's what I think is the... That's what I think. All right.
I hear you.
All right, God bless our guest, Mark Logan.
Bless. Yes, give a round of applause
Blessings
for
and
Mark Logan.
greetings and
original.
blessings.
Yes, and don't forget to follow him. Mark Logan, need to give us your social media.
Oh, what's the IG?
V. Mark.
M-A-R-K, M-A-R-C. M-A-R-K. I am Mr. Howie
Instagram.
W. M-R Howie W. on Instagram.
Yeah.
And House Calls of Comedy on Instagram. What are you on Instagram?
And you already know me, Lennox B600. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you find me.
We're having a contest. We're going to have a contest.
Yes.
Whoever can figure out why 600,
Yes.
$1 million cash prize.
Definitely.
And you get to come and vacation at Lennox B's estate for a week, smoke all the weed you can, and there'll be munchies, which, by the way,
Hey, where's my food at?
that's one of the reasons I had to stop smoking the weed, you know.
Oh, I don't.
Uncontrollable munchies.
You know,
Uncontrollable.
I don't get that, man.
No, because you're Rastafari. Just a
Like,
Rasta.
you know,
Yeah, no,
That's
I was unbelievable, totally out of control. And also I'd get riddled with anxiety.
you
So
know,
I don't know. Being in this backyard, I don't know if I got a contact high or not. The last time I was here, it was like a Cheech and Chong movie. Again, I wonder if
Yeah, I
anyone
didn't know.
viewing, does everybody know who Cheech and Chong is? If they don't, go Google them. No, better yet, ChatGPT them. ChatGPT.
That's right.
Use ChatGPT. It moves faster. It's better. I've been using it.
Bless her. Big,
All right,
big up to
blessings
the
and what else do we say?
Emperor Kidani in the place. And we got the original Tech War in the place.
And please tune in.
Kimik in the place. Hold on, let me give some shots out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We got a
give
lot
some
of
shots
people. Yeah, you know.
But I just want to
Yes.
promise everyone when they tune in next time, I will be very tan.
Yeah,
I just
man.
want to say that.
Watch me now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because we got to run it at
Very
100 degree. It's 100 degrees in the shade. Lord, I got it.
You know, the harder they come, the harder they fall. One and all.
I will sing that
That was
one.
my favorite
Who sing it?
reggae music, Jimmy Cliff.
All right.
Great movie. Great
you know,
movie.
I have a friend who wrote Jimmy's Cliff Grammy. You see how the world is small? Wrote his Grammy album. One of his
Wow.
Grammy.
We got to
Yeah.
have him as a guest.
You know the group called the Interpreters.
I don't know. I'm out of the loop.
They're
You'll bring me into the
They're a
loop.
ska band. My boy, yeah. And
I'm
my friend
totally out of
Anthony
the loop.
First Class, he sings with this other band too.
We got to have him as a
He's
guest.
in
Give the
ska.
shout-outs. Who are you giving shout-outs to?
Yeah, man, giving a shout out to the original. I'm around in the place, you know, Emperor Kidani, yo.
Shout
Fighter
out.
in the place.
Yo.
True Legacy family in the place. Yo, Mike in the place. Tiny in the place. Who I haven't say.
Irie.
Irie.
Hoorah.
Well, you already
The
don't
Marines say hoorah.
No, well, we
The
say.
Rasta say
Low
Irie.
vibration, boy, is all I bring you. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Well, you've been watching the original, yeah, a Funny Frydaze in association with the one and only
Mr. Howie W.
and
Fanny.
and
Lennox B.
and
I don't know.
L.A.
Oh, the name of our show. Celebrity Encounters LA. We don't have an Instagram page yet. Celebrity Encounters in Los Angeles. But anybody that wants to shoot us a message on Instagram, tell us your celebrity encounter story or who you want to hear about. We won't make it up. We'll let you know if we really actually encountered said person, or we'll get a guest that did.
encounters that person,
That did.
right?
'Cause I mean, I haven't begun to go over the list of celebrities I've dealt with because of working in not even the highest end restaurants.
By the way, you were talking about Clint Eastwood. Yeah, I've worked with Clint Eastwood a couple times.
You worked with him?
Yeah, when he was directing, and you know, he actually like, yo, I did a wrong move, and he's like, yo, Lennox, cut back here, man. We gotta do it again.
Did he talk to you in Rasta?
Yeah, man. No, you know.
Did he say Lennox man?
He cool, man. You know.
Did he say punk man? You feeling lucky, man?
No, he said, made my day. I say, hey, Gringo, you want me to put you in stereo? You better stay in mono.
All right, we're signing
Anyway,
off.
yeah, man. And then again, you were talking about John Travolta.
Oh.
I work with him because I there's a lot more I got to tell you. I stand in for Don Cheadle. And Don Cheadle was on that movie, Swordfish.
Oh, where
So,
Halle Berry gets
yes,
topless.
and
That was a
and
lot of
I
news,
was
big
on
news.
And I'm on that film too. I did. We shot in way out there. Is it
Catalina?
Is it? No. Is it? No. Not
Newport
Catalina.
Beach?
No, it's going towards Ventura, like.
Oh.
I think it was in Ventura.
Santa Barbara,
not
Ventura, Oxnard.
Yeah, somewhere over there, man. No,
Oh.
Santa Barbara. I think it is Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara.
Going that way.
Okay. At one of the hotels.
No, on the street.
Oh, okay.
Because it was a
'Cause
big
she's at a
scene,
hotel
there was a
when
big
she-
shootout
Oh,
and all
okay.
that stuff.
I
You
just
know.
remember Halle Berry getting topless. That was the big
Yeah.
thing.
You know, yeah, I remember everybody said about that. you
All
know.
right, so we've had mutual
But yeah, man,
celebrity
you know,
encounters.
Watch me now.
Did you get-
Betty White? I work with Betty White.
That's
it's
really,
funny
we
'cause when
didn't
you
we
say
didn't
that
know
stuff,
any of this going in.
Yeah, you know, I'm like, yeah, but I know we work with a lot more people, man.
Betty loved me. Anyway, this is L.A.
Yeah.
So remember the movie 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah,
No,
man,
no, it
you
was
know
6
what I'm
Degrees
saying?
of Separation, but there's the game 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Everyone has encountered Kevin Bacon within talking to someone.
But before we go, you should know about Phil Silvers and all them. The
Yeah,
Sergeant
yeah, that's
Bilko
back in
thing.
the
Yeah,
day.
back in the days.
Yeah.
That show was big. That was a
Oh.
big show for me, because of the fact that I just got into standing.
Oh, you
in.
mean you were on that show, the original?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the remake.
No.
Tim
Sorry.
Conway,
No.
Which show?
I'm one with
McHale's Navy.
with Steve Martin, Dan Aykroyd,
What was it called again? Not
Sergeant Bilko.
Sergeant Bilko. Steve Martin was in the original Sergeant Bilko? I didn't know that. Dan Aykroyd, I didn't
Aykroyd,
know that.
Daryl Mitchell, Chill Mitchell, Eric, he's a comedian. Eric, what's his last name? He was in Blade 1.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I know if I heard his
You got to
name.
know. I'm gonna tell you about that,
Okay.
man. We got.
All right, we'll talk about
the-
that
but-
next
but,
time.
Next time. But
Okay.
don't forget to tune in and make sure y'all follow us on Lennox Reggae, and we will definitely put up the side for the LA Encounters.
Celebrity Encounters in L.A. Signing
That's
off.
right. Signing off.
Blessings.
Take it easy.
Aye.
Funny Friday every time. Bless up. Yeah, all right.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Well, we did what we did.
Craig. Yeah, man.
Hey. Okay. Come here. Stop. All right, brother. I'm going to get this dog out of here. That was good. How much time? What did we do? Did we do an hour?